Hi guys, good evening, and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host, Eddie, and in tonight's video, I'll be discussing what I thought of the latest and just installment of the Fast and Furious franchise, F9, the Fast Saga. I know this came out about a month ago. I finally had a chance to see it just now, because I was out of town for a few weeks, but I finally had a chance to watch it, just got back from the theaters. And I got a lot to say about it. And before I begin, of course, if you even care, there are going to be spoilers and plot details and plot reveals all discussed and revealed throughout this video. So if you're not caught up, or if you haven't seen F9, the Fast Saga yet, you might not want to keep watching or listening, as I will be discussing pretty big spoilers. That being said, you have been warned. Let's get right into it. So, I didn't really have many expectations. It was a great one to see on the big screen. I will admit that. The scope and scale of the action sequences were impressive and large scale, very exciting. Not at all was I once bored with this movie, or I didn't feel like it was dragging at all. I just was quite engaged and entertained from beginning to end. The story was adequate. It doesn't need to be anything fancy or special. Well, I will give the story this much credit. They did fill in the gaps for a plotline they established way back in some earlier Fast and Furious films. I don't remember which ones, but I do remember as it was happening in this film, in the flashback, I do remember somebody mentioning how Dominic Toretto, Vin Diesel's character, did time briefly for almost beating a man to death with a wrench. Or it was like assault with a deadly weapon or something, but that's why he did some jail time and he had a record. And they provided backstory for that. They showed us why and where it happened, and it made a lot of sense. Also, pretty spot-on casting for getting a young Dom, a young Jacob, and a young Mia and Letty. It was pretty damn good casting on their end for getting people who look a lot like the actual actors. So hats off to the casting department on that end. It was great seeing the likes of Kurt Russell and Michael Rooker as a supporting character. That was pretty awesome. I love Michael Rooker. And that was great seeing him. I do like the fact they brought back such a nasty villain like Cypher, played by the excellent Charlize Theron, who did a great job as Cypher in the last Fast and Furious film, The Fate of the Furious, where she established herself as a force to be reckoned with. And she carried that into this movie as well. I was kind of hoping that was actually her flying that plane towards the end of the movie there before it's knocked out of the sky. But then I realized, shoot, it's a drone. And plus, she will probably be our villain for the two final Fast and Furious films, which are going to be 10 and 11. And when exactly we'll get those, who the hell knows. But they're coming, whether you want them or not. Fast and Furious 10 and Fast and Furious 11 are both coming, with the 11th being the final film in the series. We'll see. And what else? So yeah, like I said, it wasn't anything too special. I wasn't that surprised that the brothers did make up. And they actually did a fairly adequate job explaining where he's been this whole time and why Vin Diesel sent him away. One of the few problems I had with this movie is okay, I get Han's backstory, and I understand why it happened and how he's still alive, but they don't show how, they physically don't show how they got him out of the car right before it exploded. Because 1 minute he's there crushed under the car, and then Deckard Shaw walks by because we see his legs, and the next minute he's gone, and then the car blows up. And then there he is standing off on the street off to the side with Kurt Russell's character. And I'm like, okay, we get it now, but how did he get out of there? You know what? It doesn't really matter. He's back and he's alive. That's what matters. I do hope Mr. Nobody made it. I really do like Kurt Russell's character. He plays a good part in these movies, and I hope he made it out alive too. I mean, the guy's been in the spy game for a long time, so hopefully, he's still around. Yeah, overall though, pretty entertaining movie. Nothing special, but nothing boring either. So I was definitely hooked from beginning to end. And I was a little worried there for a while towards the end, right when they were having dinner. Oh God, are they actually going to show CGI Paul Walker. That seems kind of disrespectful, but they didn't go there out of respect, and I'm glad they didn't. So overall, though, decent action movie. It could have been a lot worse, I guess. I will give them this much credit. While they're writing this script, they could have easily had it be a case where they do hack in remotely to the satellite to disable it before the program is uplinked. They didn't necessarily have to send anybody physically into space, but they did for the sake of entertainment. As stupid and as unfathomable as that whole concept may have been, they went there, and probably for the sake of entertainment and creativity. So I'll give them props for that. And also give them props for the brilliant idea of weaponizing magnets. I mean, I wonder if they have a list, like if the screenwriters have a list of all the crazy shit and stunts they've done in this whole film series and what they haven't done, and they try to apply it to the next film. I also enjoyed the funny commentary that the franchise kind of poked fun at itself there when Roman was listing all the batshit crazy shit they've done and all the shit they've survived, so I thought that was pretty cool. But other than that, entertaining film, a good blockbuster summer movie to see on the big screen. All right, guys, thanks for watching my film review of F9, The Fast Saga. I hope you liked it as much as I did, if not more so. Did you have any favorite scenes or characters? Let me know down below in the comments section. F9, The Fast Saga is now playing in theaters, and showtimes are still available. Unfortunately, for you and for me, it is not playing in IMAX anymore. I think that was just an opening weekend type of deal, because I was really hoping I could see an IMAX screening of this, because I wanted to see the sneak peek for next year's Jurassic World Dominion, but sadly I did not. Oh well, we'll probably get a trailer for that movie sooner rather than later anyway. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great rest of your night and weekend if I don't see you. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.